Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas Sawyer with ThomasSawyer.com. And today we have
Ingrid H. Turner with IngridTurner.com. Hi.
we
Thanks,
are
Thomas.
doing $35 reading, cosmic readings and healings. So please donate. I know people are not in the feed yet, but they soon will be. So we are going to share out. Give us a minute. Here we go. are back. Am I unmuted? Okay, we are unmuted. We are doing $35 cosmic readings and healings. And let me check my thingies real quick. Of course, you're going to keep making me do this, PayPal.
Oh, re-logging in and all the fun stuff.
Yeah. Just give me 7, 3, 7, 2, 3, 7. Okay. Thank you. Oh shit. Okay. Hold on a second. We're gonna start off with Amber, Miss.
Yes.
Ingrid.
Okay.
I'm just writing down names.
All right. Do you want me to start now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, Amber. Beautiful Amber. Feeling energy in the throat. Definitely feeling, it's like, oh gosh, you know what it feels like? It feels like there's a hand in there that's like grabbing the front portion, like my esophagus, and just squeezing it. It's very uncomfortable, and it's very tight, and it's very targeted is the word that I'm getting. How interesting. Okay, I'm feeling energy in the power center. Here's what I'm getting. I'm getting that there is someone in your environment that is consciously cutting off your voice. Consciously cutting off your voice. And it feels like you already know who this is, you kind of know what's going on, and you're needing validation that this is what is happening. So this is what is happening. There's somebody in your environment that is consciously cutting off your voice, and that can take the form of, it can be very subtle, but this person knows how to make you feel bad and make you shut up. And that feels like that is what is happening. With the power center, I feel like it's probably a masculine energy. It may be a man, but if it's not, then it's somebody who has a masculine energy or a dominant energy, or you feel dominated by. There's a dominant force going on there. So it just feels very calculated to me. So knowing that, you're going to have to do the work to disentangle from that, because that's very toxic is what I'm getting. That's very toxic, darling. And you're going to need to disentangle from that. You don't have to do it overnight. If you're deeply entrenched, and I feel like you probably are at this point, because this person, it feels like this is just very fine tuned. This like, get in there, grab hold of you and squeeze it shut. If you're really entwined, you're going to just acknowledge it. The first step is acknowledging it, being aware, and trusting yourself. If you feel that uncomfortable, like, oh, feeling around that, then trust yourself and trust that that's going on for you. And then as you start to acknowledge it and accept it and recognize it, then you will have more clarity so that you can take steps to step out of that and step away from that. Doesn't necessarily mean this person has to be axed from your life, but you're going to have to find a way to step away. Is what I'm getting. Step away, and set up boundaries with this person, because it's not healthy for you. It's not working out for you. Okay, that's not working in your favor. So trust yourself. When you feel it, when you feel really off, like you don't like yourself and you're bagging on yourself, that's your clue that there's an issue there. Okay, just pay attention to that. Let me pull some cards and we'll anchor this in. Okay, I got the 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Son of Cups, the Fool. Okay. This is about coming into your own and coming into your power and stepping out on faith. I feel some tension in the shoulders as I'm reading this card. I feel like you feel really disempowered. I feel the power center coming up again. So the power center is really a theme for you. The power center is about our self-confidence, our self-assurance. It's about our willpower. It's about our aggressiveness or our assertiveness. It can be about our anger. It can be about feeling powerless, depending on where we're at. Feels like you feel powerless and you're really ready to bust out of that powerless place and step into your power. With the Queen of Wands here, which is a killer feminine energy, and it feels like that's where you can get to. And then we have the Fool, which is about stepping out into faith, stepping away from what is no longer serving you, stepping towards what is, even if you don't know exactly what it looks like yet. You have a stronger foundation than you think you do. The powerlessness or the helplessness that you feel in any situation is an illusion. Okay, it's a story. You have a strong foundation. You have people around you who love you and support you, and all you have to do is set that mighty intention of yours and step up out of that box that you have allowed yourself to be put into. Okay? All right, sweetie, I hope that is helpful. Bouncing it over to Thomas now.
Got a bunch of beings that want to talk. Which one's coming through? Number one, Anubis wants to work with you. He wants you to clear the path. Give me a second. I haven't channeled Anubis in a long time. You know, I work with him all the time. Okay. You come from an ancient lineage. What you're seeing right now is, I'm interpreting what he's saying. What you're seeing right now is literally, they're showing me crops. The crops have to be cut away. There's this energy from your past that's going into past lifetimes. I'm seeing Egypt and Antarctica and other planets, but I don't need to get into the other planets. But they're saying that in order for this energy to move forward, he's saying, sorry, in order for this energy to move forward, understand who you truly are inside. They're speaking like angels. But anyway, so understand who you truly are inside, understand what you can do by moving into the next phase of your existence. There's going to be some turbulence. That turbulence is there to make you understand that by moving what no longer is good for you, you can bring in the energy of what is good for you. They're saying, you know what I'm speaking of. And some of this stuff is going to reveal itself in the next 3 to 6 months. And as you go through this process, there's going to be an awakening of the heart and the mind. There's this royal lineage that you're part of. They keep showing me like Egyptian staffs over and over again. This is something that they're saying yes. This is something you will tap into this lifetime. It's going to take some time. You have to move some of this stuff out that doesn't work for you anymore. This overbearing influence of what other people think. It's irrelevant. Okay, I can come out of channel. Thank you. So these people in places and things that you feel are judging you are not important. Those people have their own stuff going on. They're not even really judging you. They're just reacting to you. But that isn't a bad thing. They're saying you're going to see how the energy works with different people. You're already incredibly psychic. It's going to channel. We understand that when you were younger, you turned off this gift, but it is not turned off. It's always there. It's just simply a switch. When you flip that switch, everything starts to change. They want me to bring forth Anubis. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is just for her. Anubis, please. Thank you. Okay, now feel on your right shoulder, dear. Left shoulder will heat up as well. Also, you're blocking energy in your spine. So I'm seeing energy getting stuck in your spinal column, and tap into that. Angels, connect in with me. Thank you. And release like that. Move the energy through the energetic body and down through the feet, and bring in light into the spinal column. Like that. Rewire. Left shoulder, right shoulder, legs. Through all chakras, yes. Go to her, help her. Angels. Also saying, pay attention to what you're ingesting right now. You need a lot of water. You're not drinking enough water. You need water. And also ingesting, try to cut out junk foods or something. Also, keep seeing a river. I don't know where you live, but I feel like you need to get in some running water. It's going to help release these emotions that will start to come up, because they will. And they're saying, don't be afraid of Anubis. He serves a purpose. And you can look him up and what he does. He's got like a dog mask. Looks like a dog. He's a human dog looking dude. Anyways, so yeah, Anubis does. Thank you. So, okay, yeah, thank you, Amber.
Thank you, Amber.
Okay, next up we have Simone.
Simone. All right, beautiful. Me first?
Yes.
Okay, Simone, I'm feeling like oh gosh, that weird feeling. You know that feeling? Do you ever get that? Okay, I'm taking back to when I was a kid. Sometimes I would get in a car and I would immediately start to feel sick because of the smell in the car. When I was a kid, I didn't know what it was. Looking back, I think it was a cigarette smell or something, but something just used to make me really nauseous. And I used to associate it with like old cars kind of energy. But anyway, it's this sort of nauseous feeling that I'm feeling in my body, like a little bit of a headache and just some issues going on with the body. It feels like there's an energetic shift that is needing to happen for you because you're starting to feel it physically. In your environment, you're in an energy that's needing to shift a bit. And I feel like this has to do with, hang on, let me get out of the way. Hang on, Simone. So you know what? I'm going to start off with cards for you because I feel like I might be in the way a little bit there. So let me start off with some cards for you, darling. Make sure. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I feel like I was on the right track with these cards. Perfect. So here's the thing. It feels like you're in an energy, in an environment right now that is not entirely conducive to your unique energetic makeup. And you're going to need to like sort of make some shifts, like some minor adjustments. It doesn't feel like it has to be anything major. Like I don't feel like you need to get people out of your life or like make a big move or anything. It doesn't feel like that. But it feels like these minor shifts that you're going to do in your life, in your routine, in your day to day is going to make a huge difference for your overall sense of well-being. You are in a kind of like a routine or following a status quo or following a predefined path, which is not great for you. You need to strike out on your own. You need to get honest and real with yourself and the people around you and create your own path, create your own way. And you're going to do that by just stepping slightly off the path you're on. It's not drastic. It doesn't feel like a big drastic shift. It feels like you're going to need to make some minor adjustments. So I want you to, Spirit is saying, think about like your schedule, think about what you do in day to day. What are the things that you're doing every day that you make you irritated or make you gonna go, oh God, I gotta get that done. You know, there's a different way that you can go about things. There are things you can take off your plate, and there are things that you can put on your plate that'll be much more pleasurable and enjoyable for you. And these little shifts, it feels like, are gonna make a huge difference for you. And I'm gonna pull one more card for a clarifier on that one. Nice. Okay, we've got the Six of Pentacles that I pulled, which I really like because the Six of Pentacles, oh, this actually ties it together for me. Six of Pentacles is about the giving and receiving dynamic and equal giving and receiving. Right now, it feels like you're giving more than you're receiving, or you're giving more of yourself than you're really comfortable with. And here's the thing, honey. If we don't give from a place of total fullness and joy, then we're just depleting ourselves and we're not helping anybody else. It doesn't actually serve other people to give until you are depleted, to cross over the line of unconditional giving. So you have to identify where your unconditional giving has become conditional because it's depleting you. You're no longer getting the same exchange back. You're no longer getting energy and getting fed from that dynamic. You have to really look at that and be really clear with yourself and stop giving quite so much. Make these little adjustments in your life, in your relationships, with your routine, with your work, and that's going to make a really big difference for you and set you on the path to creating a life that is really in alignment for you and feels really firm and feels really good and powerful and empowered, and also helping you get into total alignment with yourself, total equilibrium, mind, body, spirit, and emotions all lined up. That's possible for you with some slight adjustments in your day-to-day. All right, that feels pretty complete on my end. Over to you, Thomas.
They don't want me to really give a message. They want me to give you power energy.
Ooh, I like it.
I need some dragons. Which ones do I need? A water dragon and a white dragon from Orion. I need a third. It's too much. Orange and gold dragon from Arcturus. Thank you. So Simone, tap into the energy. Say I accept. It's going to hit your solar plexus chakra. Now. Akashi Furashi Kala Rashi Arakina. Tap me on the golden light, golden flame. Just her. Reconstruct auric field. I know I needed both of these. Reconstruct auric field. Bring in the light of the Messiah and the female. Weave together. You feel that energy going through you, Simone? And ignite. Okay. And bring in the flames of transmutation. Like that. Good. Whew. Okay. Anything to add there, Ms. Ingrid?
You got this. You got it.
Next up, we have Jennifer Burgess. We also have openings, guys. $35 donation, cosmic readings and healings. Whoever spirit has us channel through.
Oh, Jennifer, what's on the bottom, honey? Caught my eye, so I'm going to put it up there. All right, beautiful one. Okay, feeling a lot of energy in the root and the throat. And some in the heart, but really root in the throat. It feels like you have been through an experience, or you're going through an experience that has really rocked you to your core. It's really, the root chakra, when I feel the root chakra come into play in the body, this is about our sense of stability, security, and safety in the world. And all of this is formed on the foundation of our childhood experiences and relationships. It can be shifted and it can be healed, but that's the shadow work that we talk about, is like it's going down deep into those fundamental layers, pieces of ourselves. And that's what feels like has been rocked for you. And I feel like crown chakra tingling as I'm tapping into this as well, which is always a good indication that I'm plugged into the spirit socket. So with the Three of Swords popping up here, this is called the Heartbreak card. All right. And it feels like you just had a big world rocking experience in the root chakra, and it's affecting your voice. It's affecting your belief in yourself, your understanding of yourself, and like who you are and where you come from and how you've built your life. It just feels like a foundational rocking that has occurred for you. So what I'm going to say is this: while this is definitely a challenging experience to go through, this is it's world rocking. This is your opportunity to remake yourself in the way that you want to. So many people live out of a conditioned place. They just live straight out of what they were taught in childhood, whether overtly or covertly. And this is your opportunity to completely rearrange that, to create a life for yourself that is beyond your wildest dreams, because your conditioning, what you know, has been shaken up. It's like I'm getting the image of the, what is that, the dice in the box? I forget what that's called, but it was like shaking the dice in the box and throwing them on the table. You get to create what you want from this experience, but give yourself time to feel it, to move through all of the emotions and the shock and the layers of experience, and then commit, but commit right now, commit wholeheartedly to regrouping and recalibrating the very essence of you, the essence of your being. This kind of root work is hard to do. And you've been given, like, it feels to me like maybe a shocking opportunity to break that apart and do it and do it. Now, you could do nothing and it would sort of knit back together in its own weird and warped way, or you could take control of the situation, take control of yourself and your healing in the situation. Pull some cards and anchor that. Okay, it's uncomfortable, but this is what you want. And I say that, I don't mean this situation is what you want, but it is what you have been calling in, the door that you need to walk through to get to what you've been calling in, to step fully into your power and to get the life that you want, build the life that you want. It's going to take some time. There's still more happening. I feel like maybe the situation isn't done yet. It isn't complete. There's more information, but it is coming to an end soon. Okay. And there's lots of good stuff for you. It's uncomfortable, but you got this. Walk through this door, commit to your healing work and being guided by spirit and the teachers and the healers and the support that shows up in your life. Because of your commitment, spirit will send whoever you need in whatever capacity you need, in whatever form you need, to heal the root, to heal your childhood, to heal the break apart the conditioning and just all the BS that you've been carrying around. This is an opportunity, and it hurts, and it's allowed to hurt, but this is an opportunity. So if you can start to reframe that and look at it as such, it's really going to serve you in the long run.
Reiterate what Ingrid said. You're going to have to ask for what you need. These things will change as time goes by. You'll need something else, but they're saying just ask for what you need.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to pray. I pulled 2 cards. Definitely need some masculine energy, they're saying, to balance out your feminine energy, especially while you're going through this process of shedding burdens and shedding things that no longer align with your purpose, whatever your purpose is. Still, it's 2 different cards. One of them's female, one of them's male. So, which one? Both or one? Both. Okay. So I'm going to tab in. You'll feel this, Jennifer. I saw your comments. If it's glitching, don't comment. And bring forth an alpha dragon. Throat chakra first. Open, Jennifer. Release. Recalibrate. Light. Like that. Bring in the infinity dragon. Male. There. Don't fly around her in circles, though, please. Stationary. Okay? Beside her. Okay. Okay, well, go where you need to go. Stop flying in circles. So he's with you right now. When you're ready, he's going to help you. I wish there was some way, Jennifer, that I don't have enough time, they're saying, that I could get you to talk with the dragon. I can't think of any YouTube videos to recommend. I could do it in a session. You can just go to my website if you're interested in that. But when you're ready, he's going to come in, and it's going to be a creative force of like masculine destruction and rebuilding. You've sat so long in this feminine energy. It's time to calibrate that part of you that is, let me do that, the warrior. and the king, they're saying. You've had other lifetimes as a male. Part of that energy they're going to start bringing back. You're going to start bringing back reclarification. But you have to start with the steps. They say turn off Netflix. It's saying it's too or whatever it is they're saying.
Stop distracting yourself.
I get it, dear. I understand. But still, I've had to take a really close look at things. So, yeah. Anything else? Bring in the golden ray. Emerald light body activation. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Release, recalibrate, light, bring that in. Guys and gals, we still have some openings left. It's $35 donation. So next up we have, he's going to get mad at me because I never know how to say his name right. Where are you at, man? I'm looking in the comments. You already know who you are. You ain't commented yet, man. You got to comment something. I don't want to say his name wrong because it always comes up as Richard in PayPal. There he is. Nathan. Nathan. There he is. Okay.
Nathan. All right.
Yeah. You can go ahead.
All right. Nathan. I'm writing his name down. Okay. Nathan, I am seeing, okay, so I'm feeling a lot of energy first in my body, in my power center and in my sacral. And I'm seeing a visual. I feel like I'm like point of view of Nathan, and I'm looking out and there's just this huge expanse of land. And it feels like it's not completely flat. It's a little bit hilly, a little bit rolling, but not very, just like a very little bit. You wouldn't even necessarily consider them full hills, but there's just a little bit of rolling. And there's a road wending its way kind of through these little hilly areas. And as you know, as I'm feeling into this and feeling into my body, I would interpret this as like, don't stop now. You're on a journey. You're doing great. Oh my God. I just had spirit come in and just felt my heart just expand and like puff up with all this pride and love. And I'm just really feeling like you're doing great. You're doing great. Like to you, it feels like maybe you're spinning your wheels or you're not getting anywhere. You're kind of like, I don't really have any bearings, like where I am, what I'm doing. And spirit just says, you're doing great. One foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. Get really present. Get so present is what spirit is saying. Get so present in the here and the now, and you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong if you stay so present. Look down at your feet, spirit says. Look down at your feet. Stay looking at your feet and just keep putting one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. You don't have to pay attention to anything around here. Just keep looking down and putting one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. You're doing so well. You're doing so much better than you think you are. That's what spirit's coming through and saying to you. So let me anchor this in with cards. It just feels like you feel a little like you're needing some, you feel like you're needing some direction and guidance and some structure and some like maybe validation or some kind of like understanding what the heck is going on. Like you're in this limbo space, you know, that really uncomfortable limbo space where you don't really know what's next and you're not doing what you were doing and you haven't figured out what you're going to do next and you're just kind of in that wide open space. But spirit just wants you to stay present. Just look down at your feet, one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. That's all you need to know is right now, just the next step, just this step. You do not need to know out there. That's coming. Just one foot in front of the other. All right, let me pull some cards. Haha. 10 of Swords popped out first. 10 of Swords means that the hard times are coming to an end. The key word, the key phrase for this card is called darkest before the dawn, right? It sucks when it's that dark and cold out. But it is coming to a close. Things are going to get better. Got the Fool, the Star, can't get much better than that. The Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So you're in this alone right now. You know you're in this alone. I know you're in this alone. Spirit knows you're in this alone. That's okay. You're meant to be alone right now. You're not going to be alone forever. Again, keep putting, look at the Fool card. I love this depiction of the Fool. The little bird is stepping off the branch. Doesn't look like it has wings, huh? Like, how's that going to work? Is that little bird going to die? You're not going to die. Step off and trust that your wings are going to grow on the way down. The star is that you are heading towards your highest expression, your dreams, your fulfillment. That's what you're walking towards. That's what you're taking these one step at a time towards. This is a whole new beginning, a whole new path for you. You got the Ace of Wands. This is a brand new energy. Yeah, you're by yourself right now, but it will not last forever. Things are going to start to move quickly and you're going to start to feel better. All right.
Okay, Nathan. Not much of a reading here, but I'm jumping you back in the past or to another dimension. I have to describe this. Only Nathan. Nathan, say I accept. Okay. We're putting you in a pyramid. It's spinning and lock it in place. There's a light going through the top of the pyramid. You're standing in the middle of the pyramid. And connect. Bring in the power of Lakshmi and Osiris. I need 4. I know. Thoth. Release. Bring in light. And I need another Egyptian master. Take Thoth's place. There you go. Release. There. And 4th. And connect. So connect all 4 around you. You can feel the energy. And bring in the emerald light of creation. Okay. It's saying you don't need the knowledge, you just need the energy. No. And bring in fire, purification, or whatever the fire is needed for. It's going all through the bottom of this pyramid. I'm seeing something. When's the full moon, Ingrid? Tonight?
Yeah. No, it's earlier today. It was sometime today.
Okay. Well, they're saying as long as it's full.
Yeah.
They're saying you need to get outside and get in that moon. There's something there. I'm not seeing what it is. I'm being blocked from seeing it. I'm seeing a wall. But you need to get in that moon, at least for 20 minutes, 30 minutes preferably. I don't know the temperature where you're at, but it's probably hotter. If you can, you could do it tomorrow, but I'm getting more of a hit on tonight. It's something about connection. They're saying the old gods, Egypt and something with Egypt and some other lifetimes. There's an activation there is what they're saying. Bring a crystal. You have crystals. Bring a crystal. They're saying hold the crystal. And ask for what you need, and they'll give it to you. Yeah. Whew, shit. Yeah. It says, as he said, was feeling called. Yeah. Whew, shit. Okay. Okay. I'm back. And, oh, put him back in his body. Slowly. Slowly. He's on ground. There. Okay. I didn't expect to be doing this. Okay. Oh, Nathan, I will message you soon. They say. I keep saying that. I keep meaning it. Anyway, so guys, we still have openings. It's $35 donation. So let us know. And next up, we have Erica Reynolds.
Okay. All right, Erica. Hello, beautiful Erica. Ooh, I'm getting a really sweet, sensual energy when I tap into you. I feel like I'm tapping into your most relaxed and authentic state. And it's delicious, honey. It's delicious. It's just present and sensual. And I don't necessarily mean sexual like you can be, but it's about being present and being of the world in a really powerful way. When you get really present, you get very sensual because you get really in your body and really grounded. And I'm just kind of seeing you sitting in the full lotus position and just kind of rocking and humming. And I feel the heart expanding, and this is very much deeply, this is very feminine. Like you have the ability to embody the feminine energy in a really powerful way. And when you do this, you will manifest everything that you want like that. That is a really powerful place for you to sit. I do feel like, because so often our most authentic state is what we have the hardest, we feel like we have the hardest time getting into it, but that's just conditioning. That's just other stuff that you've been taught. There's a lot of like programming around be more masculine, manifest in a masculine way. You can manifest in a masculine way, but you can also manifest in a feminine way, which is going to be a lot more fun for you. I feel like you've been asking the universe a lot for things. Like there's things that you need. I feel the power center is things that you need for your sense of like security and well-being, for your self-esteem and self-worth. And it doesn't matter why you need it. There's no wrong reason to need things. You know, you need things from the universe. And the answer that the universe is giving you right now is to go sit deeply in that feminine energy, in a meditative, humming, happy, kind of relaxed state. It almost feels like I'm high, but I'm not saying get high. That's not what this is. It feels like it's just, oh, here I am, really relaxing the whole body. When you do that, when you trust that for just a short amount of time, what you're asking for, what you're calling in from the universe is going to like be a magnet. It's going to come rushing towards you. You're at there, the universe, spirit is asking you to play in that arena, the feminine manifesting, not so much the masculine manifesting. Once you master the feminine manifesting, then you can go ahead and play in the masculine way of manifesting. And I'm not even sure exactly what they mean by that, but I think you do. I think you understand more clearly what that means even than I do. I'm just bringing through the message. So get relaxed. And what I'm getting is like, it's hard for you to trust that. It's hard for you to trust enough to just be relaxed and let it come to you. Kind of like come hither kind of energy, like teasing, tantalizing, seducing your manifestations. That's what it feels like to me. It's hard for you to trust that. So put some parameters around it, like some masculine parameters. I think of masculine energy as the house, like the structure, you know, that holds. It's like the father's house and the mother's home. That's the energy that fills that house. So go ahead and create some structure, like do it for a day. If you can't handle that, do it for an hour, but just do it for a set amount of time. Just commit to getting really relaxed in that feminine state and watch your manifestations start to show up in the most weird and wonderful ways. That's what the spirit, I feel like spirit is answering a specific question for you about your manifestations through this reading, which makes me really happy. I'm going to pull some cards for you and anchor this in. But I feel very pleased for you. It's like way easier than you think it's going to be. Way easier. Humans make it so difficult. Okay, the sun. That's interesting. That's very masculine energy. A Hierophant, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Wands with the Mother of Cups, which is that feminine energy. Honey, everything you want and need is on its way to you. You will speed it up and enjoy it more if you just sit pretty in that feminine space, feeling sensual, seductive, wanted, you know, feeling really being in your body and in your curves, you know, just really appreciating everything about you is going to bring it right in. And you have things coming. You have well-deserved accolades headed your way. well-deserved accolades. I feel like you have been glossed over for a long time in a lot of ways, and that is going to come to an end as you commit to embodying this energy and spending more and more of your time in that easy feminine space. All right, so let us know how that feels. Thank you so much. Over to you, Thomas.
I feel like you're running in different directions. That's what I'm saying. It's like a runner going in different directions. These are fractals. So explain what fractals are, Thomas. Okay, so fractals, sometimes we can fractal ourselves in different ways, dimensions, places. It's like we fractal off pieces of our energy. They want me to bring this energy back for you. And I have to go more into that after I get done. So give me a second. Fractals. Clear. There's some trauma in some of these. Clear. Light. Diamond light template. No. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Light template. And now, only Karen. Okay. Sorry, I said Karen. Erica. So Erica, you are. They're bringing in a past lifetime. We were named Karen. That's why I said Karen. Okay. It's part of this fractals. It's from another life. Some of it is. Some of it's from this one. They're trauma induced. So they're bringing them back, but they cleared them. I'm going to say I definitely agree with Ingrid here, is that you need to, it's almost like sit still. I said steel. So it's like, to me, when I see steel, I see like a beam. So it's like in place, they're saying. If you give into the stillness, the answers will start to be seen. But if you keep trying to, what I'm saying is like, and they're not being rude. If you keep trying to run away from what's happening with you, unfortunately, dear, it's going to get worse. Until you do sit in stillness.
Mm-hmm.
It happens to the best of us, they're saying. But it does. So they're showing me like you could do a million different ways of doing this. You could meditate. It's more masculine. Dancing would work a little bit, not totally, kind of. But I'm getting more like a movement-based exercise without music is what I'm hearing. Definitely without music. Something like Tai Chi or what's that stuff called? Okay. Calisthenics, something that you're going to move around a little bit, but you have to be in your body. They're trying to get you back. This is empathic people. Sometimes we leave our bodies a lot, especially in the beginning of the spiritual path for each one of us. We have to get back in our bodies and get back grounded into who we are.
Yeah.
We have to deal with these chakras is what they're getting at. Because we're so lit up here and here, we have to deal with the human chakras. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Just like this card. I have two decks of the same card. But this card is beyond the mind beats the heart. So getting out of the mind and into the heart. That's the key, they're saying. Yeah. Which leads to ascension. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
I love how you said the movement, the body movement, and how the meditation was a bit masculine and the movement was there. But like when I saw you sitting, Erica, in that full lotus and swaying like this, it felt like I was really picking up on what you said, Thomas, as well. It's like, oh yeah, that moving the body, not to music, not dancing, not even, but just movement is important.
Yeah.
That's good.
IVS, we still have available spots. It's $35 donation. It's linked in the comments. It's linked in StreamYard. Next up, I think we should take just a tiny break.
Okay.
Next up, we have Carlisle and Lloyd. So I need to know exactly who that is.
Carlisle is Karen.
Okay, that's Karen.
Yes, that's Karen.
That's why I said Karen earlier.
Yes, you did.
I'm jumping.
Felt it.
So let me put up this, and we will be right back. We are back.
We're back.
Guys, yeah, we still have openings available. $35 donation readings and healings. And next up, we have Karen.
Okay. Beautiful Karen. I really love Karen. Okay, my sweet. Let's tap in. Okay, I'm feeling the heart, and I'm feeling the throat. And look, I'm snapping. What is snapping? Snapping is saying here. Now, pay attention. I feel like you need to really pay attention to the here and now, what's going on in your immediate environment, in your physical environment. You need to pay attention with work. You need to pay attention with family. You need to pay attention with your relationships. Everything really needs your attention right now. It feels like there's a lot of moving parts, and I feel like you're kind of wanting to check out a little bit, perhaps, or maybe it's overwhelmed that I'm feeling, but I'm feeling kind of this like, kind of like getting a little distracted. As Spirit is saying, pay attention. What you love is in front of you. The throat is interesting. Throat block. What am I feeling there? What is that saying to me? Why does she have a throat block? Please help me understand why she has a throat block. I'm feeling pressure on the back of my neck. Again, I think I'm just coming back to some overwhelm. It's like overwhelm that's happening, and as you have a lot of stuff going on, and I feel the heart. It's all good stuff, but you need to pay attention. There's things that could be slipping in each area of your life. I'm feeling it in the work front, passion front, family front. I'm just feeling like you're going through this energy that is a little bit slippery and a little dicey. I think it's like things are a little dicey. It's going to be fine for you, but you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention to everything that's going on in your world, so that things don't slip off the table, things don't fracture, things don't kind of start to fall apart on you. You can fix it later if it does, but you will save yourself the hassle if you just pay attention to to everything right now. Really pay close attention. Get into the details. The details are important for your projects right now, is what I'm getting. The projects that you're working on, the details are important. Your family, your loved ones, you need to pay attention to them as well, especially getting kids. Yeah, just pay attention because everything is fine. Everything is moving forward and going the way it should, but it's a little precarious right now. And if you pay attention, you will save yourself hassle later. Okay, let's pull some cards and anchor this in. Mother of Wands. Oh, that's so you. Mother of Cups. Wow. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles and the Magician. Holy cow, my darling. You have, and the Emperor. You have all of these really powerful feminine cards showing up here. Like, you got a tremendous amount of energy and power, manifesting capabilities, all the skills you need, and the structure. You're able to create the structure to house all of this energy. If you recall earlier, the last reading, we were talking about the feminine and masculine energy and how the masculine is a container to hold the feminine energy. You really embody both. You both the masculine and the feminine. You really got it going on here. So everything is building up the way you want it to. Your manifestations are coming to fruition. I feel like your life is on track in a more powerful way than it ever has been. Like dreams coming true kind of energy. But because it's a new energy for you, that's where this diciness comes in. It's a bit fraught. It's like, it's not as strong and held together as tightly as you're used to while you're still emerging into this new space, into this new energy. So pay attention and save yourself some trouble later. But holy cow, honey, you got it going on. This is a really great time for you. This is a really great energy that you are riding right now. Good for you. And on the bottom, we have the Ace of Swords. Powerful new beginning, new thought beginning. You really know how to redirect your thoughts, which is a good skill to have. Okay, Thomas, over to you, darling.
One second. You're on the brink of starting a community. Number one. Could be spiritual, feeling spiritual, somewhat in nature. I don't know if there's people around you that need help, I'm hearing. But you're going to do this with your feminine energy. Just signified by pink, not even the dragon. They're saying that you're being too hard on yourself. And the traumas of the past should not dictate your future. Your grandmother's coming through. Yes, as well as something that looks like a angelic fairy. Okay. So feel on your right hand side, shoulder, grandfather, left hand shoulder. It's like a heavenly fairy goddess or something. She's holding a wand. You're going to feel the energy in your shoulder. She's putting her hand on her shoulder. And disperse. Recalibrate light. Tapping into your heart chakra, diamond heart chakra activation. Diamond blueprint. Thank you. Move into the back. Clear out debris. Recalibrate light. Dear, I don't know, Karen, if you eat meat, but eat some meat after that. They're doing work on you right now. Angels, thank you. Yeah, okay. Thank you. So, yeah, they're doing work on you right now. Bring me back in. Okay. Yeah. I hope that helped you, dear. Yeah, it was more of an energy than a message. They needed me to do. Let me check something. We still have openings, guys. And thank you, Karen, for being here. And let me check something real quick. Next up, we still have openings, guys. Next up, we have Ivy Bell.
Ivy. Okay, sweets. Ooh, I just took a deep breath in and I felt tension, like a pulling in my sacral and up to my root. Okay, what I'm getting for you, Ivy, is womb healing. The womb healing, I don't do womb healing, but I know people who do. And womb healing is really powerful because it clears out, it works on the mother wound, which is ubiquitous, by the way. And it clears out trauma around the feminine experience, feminine energy, the squashing of the feminine is what I'm getting for you, the squashing of the feminine. It would be really beneficial for you to find someone who can help assist you through this womb healing process. You need to dislodge a bunch of energy. It would not surprise me one bit if you had cycle issues, if you had stuff going on down there, because it feels like there's tons of stuck energy. If you have any physical issues going on, then I would also encourage you to see a doctor and just get checked out and make sure that everything is like clean and clear and working, as it should be, or if there's anything you need to know. The thing about Western medicine is it's really good for giving us like answers and a container to work within. And, there's got some really good like tools that you can put into place in conjunction with the energy. Everything starts with the energy. And it feels like you have a really big buildup of energy in your womb space, and womb healing would be just excellent for you. And it feels like now's the time, like you're ready for it. Like, but up until sort of now-ish, you've been you wouldn't have been ready for womb healing. Dislodging that energy would have done more harm than good. It's kind of like the Kundalini awakening is what I'm hearing. If you have a Kundalini awakening too soon, before you're ready for it, it just wreaks havoc on your life. Same thing with clearing energy in our bodies and the stuck energy in our bodies. And for you, I feel a lot of cramping and tightness, and I just feel a lot of stuck energy in the womb space. It is now ready to be cleared out. And if you can just set that intention that you would like to clear that out, and you kind of start working on your own using the tools that you have or whatever you find online that resonates with you, set the intention to ask the universe to help you, bring you a facilitator to move through that. And if you'd like a recommendation, you can reach out to me. I'd be happy to give you a recommendation of someone I know and really trust with this work who can help with the womb healing, the womb clearing. It feels very specifically, it feels very, very tight, almost like it's like this ball of like tightness, this sort of tight ball in the womb space. It'll be so good to clear that out. Once that is cleared out, that'll take some time, and that's okay. It's a process. But once that is cleared out, you're going to find that you're a lot more free and light and manifesting easier. We're coming back to manifesting, feminine manifesting, folks. That's the theme this tonight is manifesting with that feminine place. Life is going to get easier for you. There's going to be less sort of like hiccups in your life. You're going to run into less obstacles because you won't have that stuck energy there. So it's a process. Take your time with it, and you're already doing great. The fact that I'm picking up on this means that you're ready for this, and you haven't been ready for it. So it tells me how much, sort of work you've done on yourself, and the awareness that you have and the readiness that you have to take it to the next level. It feels like that's sort of the next door for you to walk through. Okay. Let me pull some cards and see what else Spirit has for you. Pretty cool stuff, Ivy. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, the Sun. Okay, 2 of Swords. Okay, so, and the 3 of Swords. Okay, so there's a mix of really cool stuff and really difficult stuff, which tells me that you're in transition right now. You're moving out of an energy that is like contracted and sticky, and a lot of that is in the womb space, and you are birthing and moving into a new exalted energy, a happier way of being, a happier way of living. It's going to take time. Okay, it's going to take time. Like the butterfly doesn't come out of the chrysalis immediately. It has to push its way out. The baby is not born immediately, like, in 5 minutes when, okay, ready to come out, takes hours, right? So you just have to settle in, get present, and move through this rebirth process with faith, with trust, and asking the universe for what you need so that the universe can deliver it to you in the form that best suits you for that moment, whether that's going to be a facilitator, a teacher, a book, you know, anything that you run across. Spirit gives you whatever you need by any means necessary. You will heal by any means necessary, and you're doing amazing. I also now feeling some stuff in my kidneys specifically. So I feel like, you know, this may be affecting like your urinary system. But I feel a lot I feel it in the womb space, the tightness in the womb space, and I just had pain and pangs showing up in my kidneys. So drink lots of water. Anytime I have an ailment and I complain to Shay about it, he goes, "Have you drink water today?" I'm like, "No, I'll drink more water, thank you." It usually fixes it. So drink water and pay attention to anything physically you've got going on. I am not a medical professional. I do not diagnose anything. I read energy. It is up to you to find a medical professional that you can get, you know, real world in the world, Western medicine world answers from. But if you have any issues that you're noticing, I would encourage you to see a doctor and see what's going on there. Okay, darling?
Doctor would be good, dear. They're talking about what you're feeding yourself, but they're talking about more than food. It's also what you're feeding yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually. They're saying take a check at what you're doing. If it's feeding into, oh, don't hate me for this. If it's feeding into like a victim mentality. We all go through this at certain times. Saying look deeper at what's going on within you. We wish to bring forth energy. It's an extraterrestrial energy, but it's galactic, they're saying. This hand is like it's trying to come through me. Be gentle. Okay. So I'm just going to hold out my hand and let them do what they need to do. Now. There's 5 beings around you. Blue, gold, pink, purple. One looks like the universe. And go. Replaced by female. Thank you. And connect. But not too much. You guys know what you need to do. Not too much. Mm-hmm. Tap into the archetypal blueprint of divination. Clear. Light. Golden ray. Purple ray. Rainbows. Ignite. You got to feel all that energy through your body. Give it time, they're saying. It's going to take time. But also, they're going back to what you're ingesting. They're not saying just food. It's just what you're ingesting. Like, oh, are you ingesting other people's emotions around you that you know are not the right for you? Which I'm seeing 444, which means foundation. You go look at your foundation. Things may be hard for you right now. You may want to reach out to certain people that are not the best for you right now. I say, you know what I'm talking about. But it's, even though it may be a temporary fix, it's not a long-term fix. And the temporary could throw you off a bit. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, so be blunt, be bold, do what needs to be done. Well, they don't want me to be extremely blunt, for some reason. Anyways, but yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Just be cautious of who you're around. Yeah, be cautious. Yeah, okay. And light. Okay, cool. Yes, I think that's right. I think we got all that. So let me just double check PayPal.
Okay.
Quick. Yes, that would be the last person. Anything else, Miss Ingrid? I think
Nope.
we are complete. There's a lot of energy.
Feel amazing.
111.1. Anyways, we will be
Bye.
live again next Tuesday. If you guys would like to donate in advance, you can hold your spot. It will not let me move that. Okay. But you guys can find me at ThomasSawyer.com, and you can also TikTok ThomasSawyer777. You can find Ingrid at.
I'm at IngridHTurner.com. Don't forget the H in the middle. And I'm Ingrid H. Turner across all the social media platforms. And I'm on all of them. So come find me. Come be friends with me. I want to connect with you.
And thank you, everyone, for being here.
Beautiful.
And we will
Thank you,
see
Thomas.
you next week. Bye-bye, everyone.